Hi everyone, so after my little rant about how you say my name and blah 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 blah, here's my serious video of the night. So, I think a lot of people don't understand the whole application timeline, so let's go over that real quick. Okay, so for example, I'm going to take me for example, okay? So I have to write this down before I forget. But I am dental school 2013, right? That means I'm going to graduate dental school in 2013. I actually graduated undergrad in 2005. Wait, just kidding, that's high school. 2009. I'm tired, I'm sorry. Okay, so I graduated undergrad 2009. Spring 2009. So you start the application process way before that. So spring 2009, right, is when I graduated, meaning when you turn in your application, you have to turn it in a whole year before. So I wanted to matriculate 2009, fall 2009, right? So that means my application was turned in summer of 2008. So, for example, if you come straight out of school, you would apply the summer after your junior year. So the summer in between your junior and senior year, you would apply to dental school, okay? I know when I applied, the first day applications were accepted were June 1st. But you can fill out the application before that, and I highly recommend it. So you go to AdSAS, AdSAS, just Google it. And then you can open up a file, and you can start filling it out and seeing what you need, like all the categories and everything. So do that before June 1st, because the thing is, the earlier you submit your application, the earlier your application can go through the process. So if you can, get all of your letter recommendations before then. Before you submit your application, there's this, what's it called, transcript matching form that you can print out from AdSAS, and that way you can send it to your school. You don't have to submit your application yet. You don't have to wait until you submit your application before you send your grade matching form, your transcript matching form. So send in your transcripts, send in that form, you have to print it out and send it to your school, send in your letters of recommendation, do everything, and so that way on June 1st you can press submit and you start the application process. So if you can, take your DATs before that, okay? So I know for the DATs, I'm speaking from, just me, okay? So yes, I should put this in the beginning, but this is disclaimer. I am only speaking from experience. I don't work for a school. I don't work for AdSAS. I don't, disclaimer. So this is just my advice. Take it or leave it. It's not professional advice. So, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so I know for the DAT, they recommend you spending 300 hours studying for it. And the 300 hours doesn't include going to Kaplan class or anything. It's 300 hours of efficient studying. You sit down, you study, and you learn the material. Okay, so sit down and study and take it when you feel like you're ready. But don't keep on pushing it off, because when you push it off, then your application can't be processed and everything. So it's better if you can take your DAT even before you submit. So that way, just in case that you do really badly on it, you can take it again. You have to wait 3 months after you take it the first time, or after you take it, you have to wait 3 months before you can submit it again. Retake it. So to matriculate in 2009, like I did, I had to apply in 2008, summer. So the summer between my junior and senior year. I finished my senior year, I graduated, and then I went to dental school. So after your application process, so you have to apply, select the schools, pay a lot of money for the application, and then after that you get secondary applications. And secondary applications, you fill out some more information and you give them some more money. Some schools just send you a secondary application anyway, so they can get money. But some schools, they look through to make sure you have the major requirements first and then send you a secondary. So that might take some time. But as soon as you get them, don't put them off. Just as soon as you get them, make time and fill them out and send them back. So that way your application can start processing. So checklist. Apply early. you know, get all your information in, apply early, take the DAT, do all, ooh, my pencil, do all of that stuff. And then when you get your secondaries, you fill those out and turn them in. Then, if they like you, you'll get an interview. And somebody on YouTube asked me about like how competitive is it to get into dental school. I think when I got accepted, they told me like 5,000, 9,000, I don't know, something thousand people applied to NYU for like 250 spots. There were maybe 300 or 400 interviews and a final class of 250. So, it's really competitive. So if you don't get an interview, or if you get an interview, that means that they like you enough to invite you, okay? And so interviewing means they already like you. If you don't get an interview, don't feel bad, don't feel down, because just keep your heads up, don't be negative. The most important thing is to be positive throughout the thing. Like, I remember I started getting rejection letters. And dental schools, they can interview you before December. Like, December 1st is their magic date, okay? So December 1st is the first day that dental schools can tell somebody they're accepted. But they can tell you you're rejected before December 1st. So, so I sent in my application. I got 2 interviews before December 1st. Like, pretty early. So I got 2 interviews, and I didn't hear back from them, but I was hearing rejection letters from other schools that didn't invite me for an interview, so I got a rejection letter. I got quite a few, actually. So getting rejection letters is normal. So you get the rejection letters, and then you just whatever. So the 2 interviews I got were at UNLV, and I got one at Nova in Florida. So I went to those. And December 1st, I didn't hear back from either of those schools. So it doesn't mean I was rejected, but it didn't mean I was already accepted. So I had to wait. And sooner or later, like, I kind of felt like, oh, it's okay, maybe I didn't do so great, because I was really nervous for those interviews. Like, interview process, you need to get this through your head. If they invite you for an interview, they like you. They honestly like you, and they're just making sure that you're not crazy, you're not psycho or whatever, that you're a good people person and you know how to talk and everything. So if they invite you for an interview, that means you're golden. Just show them who you are in your interview, and then you know, somebody's gonna like you, and then you're gonna get in. But I was so nervous for those 2 interviews that I don't think I came off as like a strong, independent person that could like take care of herself or whatever. So I was really disappointed. So I got an interview at NYU in February. Like, I was getting so disappointed. But I got an interview, so I was like, okay, I guess this is it. This is probably my last interview. So I interviewed at NYU. And at NYU, my interview was really, really chilled, laid back, because I wasn't nervous at all. And like a week later, I got an acceptance letter. Or an email or something. I got something, and I just remember crying and screaming, and that was like the timeline. So it's a lot of work to get to that point, but hopefully you have an idea of how early you have to apply. Like, you can't just apply the summer before you want to come in, because that's ballsy. You know, chances are their classes are already filled, you know. So apply a year early. Get your application in as early as possible, because that means you're on the top of the pile and they look at you first, you know. And so do everything early, take your DAT, study for them, seriously study for them. I didn't study that hard. So yeah, but if you want something bad enough, I think you can get it. If you want something bad enough, you will get it. So hopefully maybe some of you guys have applied to NYU. I know it was really cool seeing some people that were following me on YouTube, and now they're at NYU and they talk to me, and I think that's just so cool. But anyway, I just want to leave you guys with some encouraging words. If you think you can or you think you can't, you're probably right. So why not just think you can, right? So thanks so much for watching and supporting and everything. Tell your friends about me if you have pre-dental friends and need some help. But good luck, you guys, and hopefully I'll see some of you guys here at NYU, right? Okay, bye.